He really does. That corner's clear. That one ain't.
What?
One went left as well.
I got him, but there's another one back here. Legendary hobo.
Glitches in our back.
Yeah, he's in front of me.
Legendary hobo might be trying to pick him up. He's back there.
Yep, they're resin.
Yep, picking him up.
Hey, I found the knife.
Oh!
She's fisting.
Stopped her.
Good as new.
Still right here.
Well, mostly.
Still on that wall. She's moving up. Didn't hit her.
She's
Cool.
pushing. Pushing.
Enemies have been wiped out.
She's dead.
What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Juke gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about the King of the Hill changes coming in the Formal Affair update for Rogue Company. So let's head over and check it out. So in the Formal Affair update, there was a change at the very bottom of the patch notes that said game modes. It says King of the Hill. I'm gonna throw it up on screen whenever. It says King of the Hill has been changed back to multiple rounds. Okay, so a lot of people are like, okay, so what does this mean? Is this anything whatsoever? And some people are theorizing that, okay, they're changing King of the Hill back because of the inability for the developers to be able to make the score screen in game on the top of, on the very top of the screen up there work correctly the way that it needs to in the round, right? Because like Team Deathmatch has a huge bug where you can't even see what your score is or what the enemy team's score is. And it seems like this is a possible bug that is also happening in something like King of the Hill. And that could be the case. And the developers could just be too lazy to figure out what that bug is and try to figure out how to fix it and have it display correctly. Or it could be something else completely. And I think that it might be something else entirely. I think that King of the Hill, much like a lot of the other game modes in Rogue Company, is going to be receiving some type of an update or some type of overhaul or rework coming soon, because they've kind of done that before, right? We had multiple rounds in King of the Hill to begin with, right? With less, defend sites or less hill sites on the map, and then they changed it to where it was one long continuous game mode, and they added more hill sites on the map, and it was like 10 minutes, something like that. And I think they did that when it was in ranked. And now they're reverting it back to multiple rounds. I think that they're gearing up to change this in a pretty significant way. This could be something where, like in Strikeout 2.0, where, instead of your kills counting down or your tickets counting down, your tickets are going to be counting up. Extraction, we've got the dodgeball respawn mechanic in Extraction, along with the possession of the cube mechanic, where whoever has possession at the end of the game, regardless of how many people you've got up or down, is going to win. It could be something similar to that. And I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain, like, what could these changes actually be for King of the Hill? Because King of the Hill is kind of a straightforward game mode, and it's really not King of the Hill, right? Because King of the Hill is one hill that doesn't move, that everybody's fighting over, and then you go into like a break area, right? You go into a round end, and then you go into the next round, and the hill moves. It moves into another area of the map, and then whenever it moves into that new area, you're trying to take control of it. You're trying to King of the Hill it up, and then the round ends, and whoever has the most points at the end of each round gets a point for their team, blah, 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 blah. This version of King of the Hill in Rogue Company feels more like Hardpoint or something like that, to where it's just constantly moving all around the map. You're trying to maintain control of it for as long as humanly possible. It also adds, some interesting dynamics into the game where, like, okay, you can see where the next hill is going to spawn at. They also have them spawning in like a set order. It's not randomized, last I can remember. So people can learn where the next hill locations are going to be before that it shows where the next locations are going to be, and they can rotate there. They can set up, they can abuse certain rogues like Trench, Runway with trip mines and with the barbed wire, things like that. So what could they do? To be honest, they can make it a game mode similar to other game modes in other games, where it is one static hill, kind of like what Strikeout should technically be without respawns. and you could hold that objective, the round ends, and then the next time that you fly into the map, it's a different objective location. They could do something like that, and I think that that would be okay. I don't think that that would be as fun as the way that it currently is in game, because the way that it currently is, it allows a little bit of a comeback mechanic, because whoever can, controls that point for the most part at the beginning, unless something crazy in that match swings back the other way, it's really hard to gain that ground back on a King of the Hill game mode. They could be introducing something where the hill is constantly moving, so it spawns in one area and then it just kind of moves around a set path around the map, and that you're trying to maintain that control as you're moving with that hill. That would be something that would be kind of interesting. I think they did something like that in one of the previous Call of Duty games. I don't know how fun that would be, but I do feel like that would be something that could be possibly a little bit interesting to experience within the game itself. Or they could just be taking it back to its grassroots. They could be updating the way that some of the hill locations spawn. They could be making some of those hill locations a little bit bigger. They could be putting them in more bottleneck situations where it does feel like you're fighting over a point of contention, as opposed to there's a hill that's kind of separated from everything else on the map that's kind of over here on its own. And a lot of the fighting is going to be taking place over here, where you could basically like completely lock out the enemy from being able to rotate into it. There's a lot of things that they could be doing, but I feel like that there will be some type of massive King of the Hill change other than this coming in the future. And it makes me interested to see, it's like, are they trying to make King of the Hill comp worthy? Because you've got Sabotage. They brought Sabotage in as the respawn game mode. It was King of the Hill at one point. They took it out. It was Strikeout. Everybody hated it because Strikeout is just not competitive. And then they put in Sabotage, and Sabotage seems to be holding pretty firm as that respawn game mode specifically for competitive play. But is King of the Hill going to be something that they're going to rework and try to make it more competitive to make a little bit more sense in a competitive type environment, and try to inject that into, the comp scene coming forward, and then also possibly putting it back in the game as a LTM. And who knows? I mean, if they do it the right way, it could be something that could be a permanent game mode all across the board. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that King of the Hill needs to be reworked? If it does need to be reworked, then what are your suggestions for reworking it and making it a better game mode? Please be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Also, be sure to check the description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays from 8 until 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you're interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
Like a mission not impossible, because they always win.
I didn't know he was in one.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he was filming that whenever they had to do reshoots for Justice League. Right here. There's a guy right there, right here on this corner.
Somebody's on bridge.
What?
That was a
Gun does not work. My
goddamn
gun does not work.
headshot.
They crushed us.
Shannon's going to A.
Cause he's a bitch. He knows our plays.
He's on live.
He's watching us in every move we make.
You know,
You know.
see if he really
Yeah.
knows. That corner's clear. That one ain't.
What?
One went left as well.
I got him, but there's another one back here. Legendary hobo.
Glitches in our back.
Yeah, he's in front of me.
Legendary hobo might be trying to pick him up. He's back there.
Yep. They're resin.
Yep, picking him up.
I found the knife.
Oh,
She's fisting.
stopped her.
Good as new.
Still right here.
Well, mostly.
Still on that wall. Just move it up. Didn't hit her.
She's
Cool.
pushing. She's pushing.
Enemies have been wiped out.
She's dead. That shit doesn't happen to me.
I like that it does like 70 damage at the feet, but I wish if you hit him, it was an instant down, or at least at 100 if you hit him in the chest with it or something, you know. Not an instant down, but 100 damage would be nice.
I'm revealed. There's two, one on bridge, two on bridge.
I'm planting the bomb.
Yep.
Bomb's armed. See it through.
They know.
Was right in front of me.
They're coming to zip.
I dare them.
They're coming behind.
All enemies have been eliminated.
They know.
If you haven't played 7 yet, I recommend doing that.
Yeah, I haven't played that. I figured those will be fun because I asked Marina, I'm like, do you want to do Resident Evil playthrough? Because, like, you know, yeah.
7 is a return to the horror.
I'm revealed.
I really enjoyed it.
That was the best fuck. God damn it. Just destroyed myself.
Whoa. Bull fucking shit, dude.
You drop off the back.
Yeah. Well behind that goddamn shit.
No, over here. It's Fat Boy. There's two.
That bush
Hear
line.
the Ronin dart.
She's running up near my body.
She's
Up
on
on the
top.
For some reason, can't hear her bullets. That's weird.
Yeah, I couldn't hear him. It was weird.
Yeah. Get his ass.
Contract in the bag.
Get his ass, seen bass.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I didn't hear any of those shots. I just saw them.
Yeah, me too. Like, what? I thought Garbo was shooting at me. What the fuck?
I got you. Oh,
Now that-
still, why are you moving?
Now, that would be a fun healer. You shoot them with your gun and it heals them.
Oh.
So that instead of shooting the enemy, you just focus on them. You know, focus on your teammate. That's an interesting idea. Might have to explore that a little bit.
Explore.
You know what I'm saying?